Wow, Hasbro PulseCon has just come to an end. Not sure how I feel about that ending, to be fair. I was hoping Star Wars were going to have something big to reveal at the end to make us go out on a high, but for me, the Star Wars panel was the worst of the bunch. Hey guys, me your host Super Zoro, thank you very much for tuning in. This evening, Hasbro PulseCon literally has just ended, and I wanted to run through my top 9, because there isn't 10, but my top 9 choices of the action figures that I'm most excited about from PulseCon. The ones that I'm actually going to spend my hard-earned cash on. As you know, in this day and age, it's getting harder to complete waves, and things are going up, prices are going up, so these are the things that I think are the choices that I want for my personal collection and display. Now, there was a lot of reuse, re-release, and things like that this year. I've got to say, though, G.I. Joe hit it out the barrel. Sorry, stutter. Hit it out the barrel. As did Power Rangers. I thought Power Rangers will come across very strong, and we'll talk about that. But let's jump in and talk about my top 9 choices. Number 1, Wicket. Now, finally we're getting Wicket, and the great thing about this Wicket is that, yes, it's coming on the card backs, and it's nice to see the card backs finally, but he comes with a ton of accessories that are also going to be useful with the other Ewoks. Obviously, we've had a couple of Ewoks released previously in Paplu, and I'm excited to be adding Wicket to the collection. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but out of that entire lineup of figures, I think Wicket's the only one that's brand new. All the rest of them are re-releases, so not sure how I feel about that. I know the Scout Trooper's kind of a bit different, but we've had Scout Troopers before. So Wicket's kind of the only one new in the lineup. I mean, so Wicket's going to be the only one I'm particularly buying from that line. Bear in mind, I'm somebody that opens all of my figures, as you can see. So having a bunch of card backs is pointless for me. But Wicket, I'll definitely be adding to my Black Series Ewok collection. Jumping in at number 2 is G.I. Joe's Cover Girl. Very excited for the look of this character. She looks absolutely awesome. Please bear in mind, I will say again, I know absolutely nothing about G.I. Joe. So G.I. Joe is new to me. I go by the aesthetic look of the character, and she looks very awesome. I'm loving the gun they've put with her. Her jacket and stuff's very cool. Loving all the aesthetic look of the figure. And the fact that she's a mechanic as well. She's got the big spanner there with her. She looks absolutely awesome, and the face sculpt on there looks very, very detailed and nice. And she just looks like a really kick-ass action figure. Someone that I can imagine that you could get away with posing with multiple different franchises and she wouldn't look out of place. Like, if you put her at the side of Indiana Jones with era-appropriate weapons, you wouldn't notice a difference that much. Or if you shoved her with the Guardians of the Galaxy, my good friend Jacob's Toys said instantly, that is a Kitty Pryde Star-Lord right there. So, I mean, there's some good uses for this character if you're like me and you kind of like the figure but not into G.I. Joe, if you get what I mean. But either way, she looks awesome. Another G.I. Joe here coming in at number 3, it's Falcon. Now, Falcon looks very cool. Again, he's a very generic-looking soldier, and that's what I love about these figures. He comes with some great-looking accessories. Apparently, his beret is removable. So, yeah, very cool-looking figure, and in the action pose, he looks awesome. And, yeah, I just can't wait to add that to my collection. One G.I. Joe figure that I do know a little bit about is Rock and Roll, and he looks absolutely awesome. He comes with his helmet as well, which does have the little writing on it. I'm not quite sure what it says, but apparently, from what they said, he does come with the Rock and Roll hand, so that's very cool. Comes with a cool-looking pistol and a great big machine gun. So he's one of the cooler-looking G.I. Joes, covered in tattoos with his big beard. Definitely grabbing this guy. He just looks like he stepped out of an 80s action film. Like I said before, he's going to stand proudly up on my shelf with Gung Ho, Roadblock, and the others that I keep hold of from the G.I. Joe line. And he's going to fit right in. A new line of figures that I was very excited to hear about today was Indiana Jones. It's going to be great to add a 6-inch Indy to the shelf. Not sure if I'll be getting many of the other characters from the line, as I don't have a strong connection with Indiana Jones, but I'll definitely be picking up Indy at least. We'll see how the other figures fare as we get further down the line, see what else gets released. I may get a Marion, but I'm not quite sure. But definitely Indy. Jumping into Marvel Legends, they did have one of the stronger panels I felt of the week. of the weekend. But this Phoenix looks absolutely awesome. So we did get a Phoenix once before released as a Toys R Us exclusive, but the Phoenix was a very dark costume, and I always said when I got that figure that I thought the red was too dark. So we've got a repaint one here with the hair's a lot lighter red as well, and the costume is a very lighter red that looks a lot nicer than the original one in my personal opinion. So I can't wait to add this one to my collection, because my old one I did actually sell on a long time ago to pay some bills. So I'm happy to be getting the new version now, so that's very cool. And speaking of new Marvel Legends that are relatively old, Spiral is coming back to the line. Not had a Spiral in absolutely years. Again, I did sell my Spiral a while back, about the same time as my Dark Phoenix. I did have the original one, but I didn't have the gold helmeted one, which was like the variant or something. I had the generic one. And yeah, I'm glad that she's getting a re-release. We're going to get a new updated tooled version, so I'm very excited to see the fact that we're getting a new Spiral. Especially with the fact that we've got Mojoverse and that, and all the new Mojo characters, so that's going to be very cool. One of my favourite reveals of this weekend, though, had to be Cami from Street Fighter X Power Rangers. Never read it. I understand it's a comic or something. I need to try and fish this thing out, because I'm loving the look of all the characters from this. So far, they've given us Cami here, and we've also got Ryu and Chun-Li, I believe, as well in their forms. So, and we've got one more on this list as well that got revealed this weekend. But this is Cami as the Green Ranger. She's got the golden armor and stuff up top. Looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, definitely need to add Cami to the line. Cami is awesome. I'm not sure. I hope she comes with an unmasked head. I can't remember if she came with an unmasked head or not, but I hope she does. But either way, Cami, I'm definitely adding her to my line. And then we can't have Cami without the Red Ranger, which is Ken. So if we're getting Ryu, we have to get Ken in the red T-Rex costume, or whatever it... he did have a special name. But yeah, it's the Red Ranger. And he's got the golden armor up top. Looks very cool. They're just very different. I need to definitely read the comic before I do the reviews, but I will definitely be buying these and reviewing them on my channel. Everything on this list is what I'm definitely going to be spending my hard-earned cash on. So that is my top 9. I couldn't choose 10. I know there were plenty of stuff, but these are ones that I wanted to, that I'm definitely buying. And there will be others here and there probably that I may get down the line, but if I was looking at like spending some hard-earned cash, this is like a solid 9 that I would definitely be buying. It's been a long weekend, full of ups and downs, different reveals, another HasLab project, which I'm not, we'll talk, Avalon, or that price, woo! Anyway, all that aside, it's been a fun weekend, and I've definitely enjoyed sort of tweeting along and sharing pictures on my Instagram all weekend. It's been very, very fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed following along if you were following along on my channels or Hasbro or whatever. Hope you guys had fun too. And yeah, can't wait for more product reveals. In the future, guys, would you like to see me continue doing the toy news segment like this, where I announce toy news and stuff as it comes out, or are you happy for me to skip this kind of video in the future in replacement of something else? Just let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and thank you all very much for watching. If you did make it all the way to the end of this video, I would appreciate it if in the comments you use the word more phenomenal. More phenomenal Power Rangers, just to let me know that you definitely made it this far, and I can see from the comments sort of who made it to the end. But guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm your host Soupsor, and I'll see you in the next video. Tomorrow we've got another Halloween video, so stay tuned, and may the Force be with you.